There was an invitation round for the 189 visa recently, and they've just published the cutoff for the points and the occupations that were invited. Okay, so for accountant, the cutoff was 95 points, which is, I know this sounds crazy, but less than I thought. For chef, the cutoff was 90 points. And for a lot of the registered nurse occupations, it was 75 points. Telecommunications engineer, you're looking at 90 points. And for university lecturer, 90 points. And a total of 7,973 invitations were issued. So as you know, last week, Queensland released their eligibility criteria. In terms of occupations they're inviting, they've directed us to look at the skilled occupation list. However, there is a list of occupations that are not eligible for the 190. So what this means is if you have a skills assessment, one of these occupations, you can only apply under 491, which you need to meet the eligibility criteria for. So there's quite a few occupations here, including chef and cook, which is really interesting. I guess this just gives applicants a more realistic insight of whether they're going to be invited or not. Because any state can have chef and cook on the list, but whether they invite or not is another question. Exciting update for the 491 visa in Victoria. Now this was just updated not long ago. So these are for applicants who are recent Victorian graduates. So if you just graduated in Victoria and you currently hold a subclass 500 or 485 visa and you obtained an education qualification listed in your expression of interest from Victoria. If that's you and you want to apply for the 491, you are exempt from the regional employment requirement. So normally for the 491 to be eligible, you must be living and working in a skilled level job in regional Victoria. But now they've made an exemption for Victorian graduates. So you don't need to be working. You can just go ahead and make the application. You don't even need to be living in regional Victoria. You can apply if you're living in Metro Melbourne. So it's true, a couple of days ago, Victoria released this graduate stream requirements for the 491, and then like the next day they removed it. So obviously we told a lot of our clients and then we saw it removed from the website. So we queried with them and today it's back on. So now they've confirmed that there is at least 500 spots for this. You don't need to be living in regional Victoria, you can be living in Metro Melbourne. You should be holding a 485 or a 500 visa. And you must have graduated from a Victorian institution. As long as you have a valid skills assessment, meet the minimum points requirements, you can lodge an expression of interest and registration of interest to be invited for the 491 in Victoria. This is a pretty good opportunity for applicants who perhaps have a more competitive occupation.